This is, well, it's a big alligator. And today's talk is inspired by a Feel Good Instagram where he talked about the responses and comments he saw uh, to Donald Trump being diagnosed with COVID-19. He said, because a lot of people commented like, karma's a bitch, Donald. And Phil Good said, well, you can watch Feel Good. I've got like a hanging shad here. You can watch Phil Good's video and see what he has to say. But we wanted to do our own commentary on this subject. First thing item on the news was after Donald and Melania Trump were diagnosed with COVID-19, they flew to New Jersey and went and attended an event. So the first thing that comes to my mind is, why is it that anyone else who's diagnosed with this goes immediately into quarantine, except for Donald Trump? And the answer is, it's another sign that this particular pandemic is a scam. If they were serious, Trump would have been put into isolation. Now, everyone knows he's never taken this thing seriously, but his government is enforcing all of these rules. I mean, his government employs Fauci, right? Trump didn't fire Fauci. I don't know why not, but he didn't. Now, Phil Good said, well, all this stuff about, well, he's talking about like law of one. The idea that all of us are one being expressing as a multiplicity of human beings. Now, this is kind of a religious teaching. No one has proved law of one to be true. No one has proved karma to be true. And Phil Good is a spiritual teacher, so you can give him, this is his belief and this is the way he looks at it. But he was saying, if you say karma's a bitch, Donald Trump, for him getting COVID, somehow Phil Good translates this into you hate yourself because of the idea that there's one enormous being that is playing the game of appearing as individual humans all over the planet. Now, I'm sure that the people who wrote Karma's a Bitch, Donald, don't hate themselves and are simply living life as regular human beings. And it is pretty much commonplace for humans to notice who's not in integrity and quite often comment on someone is out of alignment, someone is out of integrity. Donald Trump is always in that particular category. So, why do I listen to? I don't know. He comes up on my YouTube feed, and my hand clicked on it. I don't really have too much else to say, except if the law of one is true, and it's one being appearing as all of us, but it's really all one thing, then that being is using all of us as puppets to entertain one another and that one being. So don't get your knickers in a knot if Phil Good says that you're not in integrity by saying karma's a bitch. I mean, this karma thing has been taught in India for centuries and centuries. And, you know, you as an individual personality have to live here on planet Earth. And you have to treat other humans like they're humans and not like they're puppets. Uh, Otherwise, you'll go pretty much insane. But on the other side of the street,
Oh, kids, it's Marge Simpson, and I just want to remind you, play nice in the playground.
Laurent saying that this video is going south in a hurry. In other words, he doesn't think it's a very good video. We've been having these thoughts the past day and a half that somehow we're not getting good information into our videos. And the day before, we felt a huge undercurrent of anger, more like rage. And we were wondering, where is this family coming from? Because what?
Because, kids, you are all supposed to be.
Even Marge doesn't have words. I don't know. In other news, someone was complaining that they were filming a video for their YouTube channel, and someone in the background had the radio playing, and a song on the radio played, and it got into someone's YouTube video, and the YouTube video was blocked by YouTube for copyright infringement because somebody on the radio was singing a song. So the whole video was lost. And then a commenter on that stream said, some university somewhere programmed a computer to do every combination of 4 notes. And they did, and they spewed out an enormous number of these 4-note combinations. And the commenter said, well, these people put all these 4-note combinations out as Creative Commons. In other words, not copyright. And they said if they get those notes first and somebody wants to copyright those notes from a professional band and a big publishing company, media company, they're going to be too late because these ones have already been noted as ours. I said a long time ago that copyright and patent in all forms is, my friend Jacob says, an abomination. And it really is the idea that somehow the music that was gifted by Spirit to these individuals, and then they copyright it and they own it, is wrong. Well, I don't know where else they get these ideas from. Somebody's going to say, well, Van Halen, the Van Halen brothers, they trained as classical musicians before they became rock musicians. And, they put a lot of effort into learning all this stuff, and the songs that they made are theirs. And from a human perspective, that is true. But from a bigger perspective, and that is people that have to live here on planet Earth, it's really impossible to avoid other people and their goings on, and if I'm in the middle of the video and I'm in the backyard, my neighbor turns up his stereo and plays Van Halen and my video gets blocked because of my neighbor playing some music off the radio. This commenter already said it. It's asinine. And the commenter said, it's the artificial intelligence of YouTube that is picking out these notes. It's not even a human. So it just seems again and again that our freedom to be human is being trampled by enormous corporations and their robots. And somebody says, well, it's not funny. It is an endless tightening of the noose around our beingness. We can't express ourselves. We have to go into a soundproof booth in order to talk so that we don't get anything overheard in the background. It's crazy. And with fall colors out there, and this is camouflage, I guess it's really more like summer camouflage than fall camouflage.